So now let's do true false not given. Okay, so here in this reading, the reading name is, I will show you the reading. So reading is this: European Transport System 1990 to 2010. Okay, this is from test 1. Book is IELTS 10. Okay, so true false not given. Let's understand how to do true false not given. So what does it mean? True means if the statement agrees with the information. Agrees means exactly it should be the same, meaning should be same what the statement and the other, where we have found the question statement in the passage, it should be exactly, they should match the meaning, exactly the meaning. So what is false? If the statement contradicts the information. What is contradicts? Contradicts means mismatching. Of course, the statement we have found in the reading passage, then when we compare, when we are just matching the question statement with the information in the passage, then there would be some mismatching of information. That is false. That is false. Okay, now, so what is not given? So what is not given? If there is no information on this, of course no information on this, but it doesn't mean that the statements, the whole information, the whole statement is not given in the in the reading passage. Of course you will get some, like suppose this is the question statement and suppose this is not given. So it doesn't mean that you will not get the whole statement in the reading passage. Of course you will get, but the main important motive of this question statement, like the need for transport is growing despite technological development. If this is like the need for development, suppose this is missing, they are not talking about any need of transport, and or then the need of transport, as well as they are not talking about the growth of transport. Of course this this statement would be not given. Means when the main idea of this question statement not discussed in the reading passage, then it would be not given statement. Fine. So this the questions are here 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's read the question statement one by one and we will just find the things. Okay, the need for the need for transport is growing despite technological developments. Okay, so we will focus first, always read the statement 2 times, because in order to get the meaning, to find the meaning of the question statement, that is very much important in your reading. You should understand what the writer is asking you in the question. He is focusing on growing, of course, need, and despite technological developments. He is asking you this kind of statement. Try to understand the meaning of first of all. Okay, let's find the technological development and transport. Of course, transport is a word we will look, but in the whole reading passage you will get this word so many times. So this we are not consider it the important key point. Okay, so what we are considering it: need and growth and technological developments. These 3 words are important. Let's go to the paragraph. Okay, so now for this paragraph, in the last video I have covered like European transport system, the first type of question. Here we have, just a minute, I will show you. Here we have first type of questions are like, in this reading passage we have 2 types of questions only. First type is list of headings. Okay, so we have done it. And second type of question here is we have true false not given. So when we were doing this list of heading, of course for finding list of heading, the paragraphs are 40 A to I. Okay, for finding the answers for these list of options. So we have already gone through all the paragraphs, all the small paragraphs in this reading passage. So we should know when we are doing the second type of question after doing list of heading. So we are aware where this type of statement is there, we will find it. Okay, but still if you don't if you want to do it at the first, then you have to find the answer, find the keywords statement in the reading passage with the help of these keywords. Okay, and of course we will start it from the first paragraph only. Okay, so this is the A paragraph for this reading passage. Fine. So what they are saying, it is difficult to conceive of economic growth. Yes, we were looking for economic growth without an efficient transport system. Although modern information technologies can reduce the demand for physical transport, reduce transport by facilitating teleworking and teleservices. The requirement means need for transport continues to increase. So yes, of course, we have found the answer. Requirement here means need for transport is growing where it is written the requirement for transport continues to increase. So we have found the answer, and they are talking about despite technological developments. So here it is given, see, although modern information technologies despite can reduce the demand for this, and in the next part of the sentence they are using the requirements for transport continues to increase. So our answer is what? Yes, it is true, fully true answer. Okay, absolutely true. So next question is, to reduce production cost, some industries have been moved closer to their relevant consumers. Okay, so yes, we have read this kind of statement in the B paragraph. Yes, so they in true false you will find the answers in order wise, chronological order means paragraph wise. So to reduce production cost, okay, this is also important, to reduce production cost. Okay, some industries have been moved closer. Moved means the movement, and they must be talking in paragraph, closer to their relevant consumers or customers. Okay, so I have read out. Now they are talking, some industries are trying to reduce production cost. Okay, so let's find it in B paragraph. Okay, here they are talking about cars, roads, so an increase. Okay, so let's read the next paragraph because we have read this, we know where they are talking about this thing. So as far as goods transport is concerned, growth is due to a large extent to changes in European economy and its system of production in the last 20 years. Okay, so large extent European system. Okay, in 20 years the internal frontiers has moved stock economy to a flow economy. This phenomenon has been emphasized by relocation of some industries, particularly those which are labor intensive. Yes, we have found this word, to reduce production cost. Yes, they are talking about, yes, to reduce production cost. Of course, as it is same, we have found it. So let's read it further. Some industries moved closer to their relevant consumers. Okay, even though their production site is hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away from the final assembly plant or away from users. Okay, so what they are saying, to reduce production costs, some industries have been moved closer to their relevant consumers. Though now we have found the whole information, but still there is a problem. Like they are saying here in this statement, some industries have been moved closer to their relevant consumers, means customer and all. But here they are saying to reduce, even though the production site is hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away from the final assembly plant or away from users, means consumers, they have written in question statement. So have closer to their relevant cons. So this from here to here they are not matching. This is not matching statement. Mismatching the statement is there. So what we are going to write? Yes, false. False we are going to write here. To reduce this we have found, this we have found. See, another method is there to just do the true false not give. You can just divide the statement into 3 or 4 parts. But of course I used to do it according to the meaning. According to the meaning of the statement. Okay, this we have found, this we have found, but this is missing. Moved closer to their relevant consumer. Here it is given thousands of kilometers away from the final, away from users. Okay, so this is false. So next one is cars are prohibitively expensive in some EU candidate countries. Cars, yes, cars they were talking about in first paragraph only. Yes, so they are talking in EU cars are really expensive. Let's read it again. For passenger determining factor, car spectacular growth in car use. The number of cars saw an increase of 3 million cars each year, and in the next decade EU will see a further substantial increase in its fleet. So there is nothing given about cars are prohibitively expensive. No, they are not talking anything about their rates and all. Okay, so here just look at the statement how it is not given. Cars are prohibitively expensive in some EU countries. This we have found. Cars also. But the main motive of this statement, what they are saying? They are saying cars are expensive in some EU candidate countries. The main thing is expensive thing. But this is the main motive of this statement is missing in the reading passage. So our answer is not given. Not given. Fine. So 25th is the Gothenburg European Council was set up 30 years ago. Okay, Gothenburg European Council, whatever be the, it was set up 30 years ago. Okay, we know where this council's talking about. It's in D paragraph. Yes, because we have already done this match the heading, so we should know where is the location. So yes, so this person, yes, they are talking here only. Gothenburg European Council has to be achieved. Now from here they have started talking about this council. European transport policy. The objective agreed by this has to be achieved by integrating environmental considerations into policies shifting between transport. The ambitious objective can be fully achieved by 2020, but proposed measures are nonetheless a first essential step towards a sustainable transport system, which will ideally be in 2040. Okay, so nothing has given. So here they are talking about was set up. The main purpose of this statement, what? The main motive of this statement, what? The main thing they are saying, that this council was set up 30 years ago. But here nothing is given about when did it set up. They are just talking about 30 years time, that what will happen and what they are just proposed, and this thing they are talking about ideally in 30 years time, and that is. So of course our answer is not given. Okay, so the last one is we have by the end of this decade. So it's just do the true false not given by easy method. Just try to understand the meaning of this. If you can't understand the meaning, then it's okay, then other method is also there. Please divide the statement. Again, when you are dividing the statement into 3 parts, you have to look for the similar words or paraphrasing of this statement. So it's important, try to understand the meaning of this. When you read the statement, when you read any sentence, you will definitely get the meaning of the question statement. Fine. So next is by the end of this decade. Okay, CO2 emissions from transport are predicted to reach. Okay, predictions are also there to reach itna 739 billion tons. Yes, I know where it is they are talking. It's in E paragraph. Okay, so here we can see in 1998, yes, CO2 is here, okay, and 739 is there. So we have to read from here to here. So emissions of the leading greenhouse, according to the latest estimates, if nothing is done to reverse the traffic growth, CO2 emissions from transport can be expected to increase by around 52 compared with 739 billion tons recorded in 1990. Okay, story is finished. Why? Because question is saying different things. See, question is saying question statement is singing the different things. By the end of this decade, yes, this was there. CO2 emissions from transport, this was there. Okay, if you are dividing the statement into three parts, okay, emissions from transport, this was also there, and this is missing. How? Are predicted to reach 73 billion tons, but of course, yes, this word is also given, but this state from here main thing is just mismatching, like statement is mismatching. This is also given, this is also given, this is also given, but the main thing is mismatching, because there they have given this 739 billion tons in 1990, but here they are saying are predicted means for future. They are talking about future thing, so means the main verb is missing, means mismatching is there. So our answer is absolutely false. Yes, right, this is the way how we can solve. See, before doing the like final practice for full paragraph, please try to do true false not given like this, how I have just covered it. Okay, and in the end I would like thank you please. Okay.